I had this video pop up in my YouTube feed, and it says this is what WoW looked like in 1999.
This was the first ever
I've never seen this. It has 1.3 million views. This looks like Warcraft 3. Let's take a look.
screenshot of World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft today is a massive game, with many secrets, zones and expansions. It has been in development for over 20 years at this point. World of Warcraft's origins come from the Warcraft RTS genre, and anyone that played the Rexxar campaign in Warcraft 3 knows that this is very similar to how World of Warcraft is. The Rexxar campaign was very different to the other campaigns that you had in Warcraft 3, where it was less like an RTS and more like an MMO that was single player. At this stage, it was kind of obvious that Blizzard were toying with the idea.
Holy crap. Look at this screenshot. Westfall. This is early Westfall, guys. Magic pants. Inventory. I don't know what this hand is. Chat in the middle of the screen. Map lower left. D human. Mana, energy, health. Crazy. Early WoW.
Of creating their own MMO. With a good response from the public, Blizzard gained a lot more confidence to actually make serious development on World of Warcraft. In this period of time, World of Warcraft was developed.
Is this a photo from early WoW 2 or is this something else? Look at these character models, man. This is nuts.
As essentially a Warcraft 3 mod, similar in gameplay to the Rexxar campaign or Dota. However, the lead developers at Blizzard decided that a top-down view didn't necessarily show off the world. They thought
genius decision here. Genius decision here. It's like Steve Jobs deciding that phones don't need a keypad and everyone thinking he's crazy, but he wasn't. He was just in the future already. It's like, you don't want an MMO to be top down, period. It just takes away, and it's like you change your entire game. It's one of those fundamental like day one choices that it's hard to make, but it changed everything. But everyone's gonna call you crazy by like, bro, but Warcraft 3, it's a top-down, it's RTS, like, what are you gonna do? Third person, WTF, mate. But they, like, redefine the space, and now every MMO is, like, building off of, like, the 3D landscape like WoW. So Riot, if you're out there, please don't make your MMO top-down like League of Legends. Big mistake. Oh, big mistake if you do that. Big mistake if you do that.
That a top-down view of the world wouldn't adequately show off the massive world they intended to make, and that if they give players free camera control, they can see more of the world environment by looking off in the distance and seeing the horizon. Blizzard also had plans to make World of Warcraft as appealing as possible to mainstream gamers. MMOs at the time were seen as something that was incredibly niche and a very hardcore experience. Blizzard wanted to gamble and actually make the MMO genre applicable to mainstream gaming audiences. By removing some of the frustrating things that you can get in MMOs at the time, such as penalties of
wait, I want to go back to that.
Some of the frustrating things that you can get in
Dude, look at this. Is this Duskwood? Where is this? I don't know if I can't really read this. It looks like kind of like Duskwood or something. Human, female. We got the health and the mana bar. Backpack. The chat's still in the middle, but you added a HUD down bottom. Like, dude, this is probably like a year later of development after that first Westfall screenshot, man. This is wild.
MMOs at the time, such as penalties of losing experience when dying, dropping items and gold upon death, and many more inconvenient gameplay mechanics that was popular with MMOs at the time. Classic World of Warcraft was a much more casual experience, and Blizzard intended to design World of Warcraft with this idea in mind. Contrary to popular belief, World of Warcraft was not designed to be a hardcore MMO, and Classic WoW at the time was seen as a very casual experience by the MMO gaming community. With this design philosophy set in stone, World of Warcraft...
Is that Stranglethorn Vale?
MMO gaming community. With this design...
I think this... Well, maybe... I don't know. Is that Stranglethorn Vale, you guys think? On an orc? On an orc warrior or something? It has mana. I don't even know. Shaman? Looks like early STV, chat. That's wild.
And philosophy set in stone, World of Warcraft began development in its alpha stage. During this time, a lot of things that were in Alpha World of Warcraft never made it to the official launch. Various zones never made it into the classic WoW launch, such as the Dragon Isle and the Emerald Dream, but zones weren't the only thing that didn't make it to the official game. Quite a few gameplay decisions never got implemented into the official game of World of Warcraft. For starters, the stats of WoW were completely different at the time. World of Warcraft's stat system was very different and was more similar to the skill system that you had in Dungeons and Dragons. For example, you were given a vast array of skills and stat modifiers to choose from by spending your talent points. At some point,
I'm so happy they pivoted away from this. This would have been so annoying, I think.
Blizzard decided that this was a little bit too complicated and they wanted to simplify the process of leveling up to a much more basic system such as the talent trees that we got in Classic WoW. However, with the launch of Classic WoW, the old skill system of Alpha WoW was actually applicable to pets. The way that pets leveled up in Classic WoW was pretty much the same way that players leveled up in the Alpha stage. You would be given a pool of points where you can buy certain skills and traits for your pet to learn. It's kind of unknown why they gave this old school skill system to pets in Classic WoW and not players. Perhaps they didn't have much time and they had to release the game quickly, so they gave hunter pets the seemingly out of place progression system. Trolls and gnomes were originally designed not to be in the game.
Available classes: Warrior, Pally, Hunter, Priest, Mage, Rogue. Bro, I've been on record saying this. I swear the game would be better in PvP with just these classes. These are the best classes in PvP for fun. I know that's a crazy claim, but when I think about when I'm playing arenas, whenever I'm fighting a warrior, a pally, a hunter, a priest, a mage, or a rogue, I'm just having fun. Whenever you introduce things like a death knight, what's it called? A warlock, a shaman, like these classes are just annoying for everyone. But these classes, I just have fun fighting them. I wouldn't mind adding druids to this list. Yeah, I wouldn't mind adding druids to this list. That's fine. But I feel like these are my favorite classes of all time. And then with this, you could play priest, mage, rogue. You could play hunter, rogue, priest. You could play hunter, warrior, pally, mage. I mean, you could make like how many combinations of these classes can you actually make? Like mage, warrior, pally, mage, warrior, priest. Yeah, maybe you need a second melee though, because what melee cleaves are you gonna run really? Like warrior, hunter, warrior, rogue. Anyway, I like these original classes. It would be very fun. Maybe a druid needs to be added for like feral and resto and stuff like that.
In the development stage, they weren't actually thought of as a playable race, but they were added in later, which actually explains why trolls and gnomes shared a starting zone with orcs and dwarves. Another strange thing that never made it to release is that rogues actually used to be able to use a shield, which was called a buckler. Blizzard had an
Season of Discovery, rogue tanks. I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I'm still not a fan of rogue tanks though, Blizzard. It's weird.
Idea that rogues would be a little bit more defensive as opposed to the all-out DPS class that we have today. It's kind of crazy to imagine a rogue not dual wielding and actually using a small shield. Also, raids were designed to be 60 man. It's funny to think about, 60? But the classic WoW raiding, where raids were 40 man, was actually a compromise by Blizzard to make them smaller.
Oh my
I think that this was a right decision, as a 60 man raid is just way overkill. Perhaps because of lag issues, they actually reduced it to 40 man. And even then, most computers at the time really struggled to process that many characters in a single instance. This development stage of World of Warcraft is very interesting to look at, and the classic WoW that got launched to the public is a lot more polished than the development stage and the alpha stage way back in the early 2000s.
I hope
it's
so,
impossible to say if classic WoW will be a success, but come the release in summer, we will definitely see a lot of people trying out the old school version of World of Warcraft. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Well, I come from the future, and I would say it was pretty darn successful because it's 2024, and we are still playing Classic WoW. So that's pretty nuts, huh? Yeah. Good video. Thank you, YouTube, for recommending the exact video that I wanted to see. Poggers. I also got this Soda Poppin' clip. I already watched it. Well, I guess it's not it's just Soda Poppin' laughing. It's a Pikaboo clip.
I had a girlfriend, and she left me.
Dude.
And took the cat.
Wait, is that what happened? She left him and took the cat? Both?
I think I actually had a couple girlfriends throughout this expansion, and they all ended up leaving me.
Dude.
Huh. But, what did I get, 4 rank 1s this expansion?
4? Wait, 4? That's 4 for 4. What an absolute Chad. Holy moly.
4 rank 1s this X pack is ideal.
4 girlfriends.
Yeah, no,
for 4
she's for
rank
sure
ones.
regretting that, especially after that highest rated shuffle player in the world. I think I ended up leasing a car for a girl, and she left me. That didn't work out, so
Wait, he leased a car for a girl? What? Did I hear that right?
Car for a girl, and she left me. That didn't work out, so and throughout this expansion, I bought a car that I don't drive, that I'm in debt in monthly payments on, and I bought a house.
But he's rank 1 solo shuffle player in the world, and 4 rank 1 titles.
And I gained about 20 pounds. And I'm the oldest I've ever been. So I'm up 20 pounds.
Okay, I'm the oldest I've ever been. I'm gonna use that line.
Bro, he's just being hard on himself, man. He's crushing it, all right? Jeez.
New living situation.
He got a house. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good clip.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Dude, I was dying laughing at that, man. Absolutely dying laughing at this.
So dumb. It's true, though. It is. You see the Pikaboo clip? He lost 4 girlfriends but got 4 rank 1s.
Yeah, I did see that. I mean, it checks out, right? Because, like, I mean, you have rank 1s as well, like the old ones. Like, you still have those titles. You log in 10 years, you're still going to have them, you know?
Yep, true.
Yeah, that is true.
They're soul-bound, you know?
That's the thing about, like, FOMO, man. Like, you miss a rank 1 title, and for the rest of your life, you won't have that title.